Hello and welcome. My name is Brittany D. I'm a psychic medium and spiritual teacher, here to give you an overall message for January 23rd through the 30th. I can't believe it's already the end of January. Is so crazy. I hope that you all have had a beautiful week, and if you're new here, welcome. I do drop these updates every single Friday, so feel free to subscribe. I also love to hear from you all. If you could comment, like, share with a friend. This is an overall message for the collective, so just take what resonates, leave the rest, and if it could help somebody, then share it, spread it along. Let's see what Spirit has for us for January 23rd through the 30th, whatever's in the highest and best, Spirit, whatever's in the highest and best. Pay attention. Notice repetitious signs as your inner guidance, and your inner guidance, as this can yield valuable information. So Spirit's trying to get our attention about something. Interesting. Feel like a sense of presence and just slowing down is going to be important. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. They came out like this. So I'm going to read them this way. We got playtime. The dolphins know the importance of playing, as joy creates miracles in manifestation. So there's some type of creation energy, receiving, playing, being in that receiver mode. A new dawn. The worst is behind you now, and positive new experiences are on the horizon. So some new chapter is opening up here, and we really have to be in our presence. We really have to be in our receiving in order to really receive the fullness of what this new dawn, this new change is trying to bring to us. So blessed change, a major life change brings you great blessings. This is really exciting. So it's a new chapter, but whatever this new chapter is, it is a major life change, but it's full of great blessings. And as we calibrate to it, we're really going to get ourselves into presence, into truly receiving. It's like we have to calibrate to this change. Accepting what is, I accept and embrace my inner majesty. And right as I was reading that, they said that this is part of those great blessings, is you really, yes, there's going to be physical blessings. Yes, there's going to be things coming in, but also you really loving and blossoming from the inside out is going to be a huge part of this. It's like a return to self is what I'm getting. Your soul, who you really are on a deeper level, is about to be exposed so much more clearly, and it is such a blessing to be connected with that, with yourself in that way. Launching your journey. I'm an intrepid traveler sailing forth into the universe. I don't necessarily feel like this is actual physical travel. This feels more like launching this next chapter, this new dawn. It's just full of so many blessings. It's full of such wealth from the inside out that you are excited to open this new door. You're excited to launch this next chapter forward. There's not really a lot of resistance. There's a little bit of resistance in the beginning where their Spirit's asking you to be present, to play, to receive. But then as soon as this new dawn and new chapter and this blessed change enters your life, you're just blossoming and really embracing what this is opening up for you. Planting seeds of grace are being planted in the fertile soil of my soul. So we are planting the seeds of the next chapter. It is kind of restarting a garden in a sense, not restarting everything, but it is a new chapter, and it is a big change, but it's a very blessed change, and you're planting seeds for the future from this new blossoming, abundant blessings pouring in energy. So you're starting a new garden, a new chapter, planting new seeds from this frequency. And if you're new here, I always like to pull a card from the psychic deck towards the end just to see what the future might have for us. Interesting. We got the discontent and boredom card. You know, I feel like, especially with this, with the rainbows and the castle, and he's like turned away from it, I feel like this is our like too good to be true. This is all this blessings, planting these new seeds, launching this new journey, this blessed change, all these positive things coming in. And we might struggle a little bit with that. That's what I'm receiving here, is that there's a piece of us we're going to have to work through that sees it as too good to be true, or that chaos, you know, is actually makes us feel alive, and this peace and harmony is boring. It's like it's gonna be so unfamiliar, and it's really great, and it's full of blessings, and we really open ourselves and embrace it, but then we have a little bit of turning away from it, and it's too good to be true. And is this really, you know, really real? Is this something that's really serving us? And we have to kind of like evaluate, because it all just pours in, and then we have to like kind of go through this process of turning away and like moving through our disconnection or our resistance to peace, harmony, blessings, things working out better than we could have ever imagined. Those types of things. It's like a little bit of self-sabotage, to be honest. But we just have to move through that process, because it's it's a big influx, and we have to really embrace and accept and love where we have calibrated to, in order to really be able to embrace this experience. So there's going to be a little bit of shedding in the future of the old outdated beliefs, but we do at least allow this change in, and I feel confident that we'll work through that. But I'm sure that we'll hear about that in either next week or the following week reading. So I hope that this was helpful for you. Like I said, I do drop these every Friday, so feel free to subscribe, like, comment below. I hope that you all have a beautiful rest of your week. So much love, and namaste.